which means peace and blessings be upon you. And I mentioned both Jesus and Muhammad's names. Peace be upon them both. And I got an announcement. You know what? There might have been a bomb that went off at 95th Street. And it's all over the news right now. And but let me get on down to work, okay? I have my co-host with me, Alderman Vergil Jones.
Shalom, my brother.
Shalom. And Brother Horold Davis.
Thank you, brother.
Great radio show, brother.
Yes, sir.
But there's a bomb that possibly went off on 95th Street. Okay. And didn't no Muslim do it. But I know that's what y'all thinking. I don't have my kufi today, but so what?
See, I told you if you said that I was going to have to tell something. See, originally in 1775, my brother.
Yes.
You can go to the National Archives and get microfilm 247 and read what I'm saying. This country was originally known as Islam of America.
Oh, okay.
That's a fact.
Good white folks out there, did y'all hear that?
And if you,
Okay.
and if you go there, you'll find that.
Okay. Brother Horold, thanks. I'm going to Google that up, as you always say.
Oh, you got to go to the National Archives and pull up the microfilm.
Okay. Brother Horold Davis, you know what? There are people that are talking about bringing in the National Guards, man, because you know what? They don't feel that the police is doing an effective job. That bomb going off in the crime that's escalating in the community. Is that part of, is that happening to get people to thinking, man, maybe we ought to bring in the National Guards? Just like when that building blew up September the 11th, they said, oh, we need the Patriots Act.
Well, you know, with an unemployment rate of 60 to 85% in our community, you know, when unemployment is up, crime is up. I mean, when unemployment is down, crime is down. I mean, prior to 1990, the word homelessness and hopelessness didn't exist in the dictionary.
Yes, sir.
And so in the land of the free and the land of opportunity, now you have hopelessness and homelessness among not just black people, but all people over, you know, the ethnic groups around the country.
Yes, sir.
And
How about the world?
I'm sorry.
How about the world?
Well, the world, exactly. I mean, what? It's
We're finding it out
6
now.
billion people on this planet make less than $2 a day.
Because Greece is getting ready to do what?
Oh, they're going straight bankruptcy. I
And
mean, they said
then it's going to happen where?
in Europe and all over America.
And after Europe?
I mean, it's coming here. I mean, this country, brother, is old. The Chinese are holding $1.5 trillion. The Japanese are holding $1 trillion. The Europeans are holding $1 trillion, and the Arab countries are holding $1 trillion.
Yes.
So you got $4.5 trillion that this country people are holding and ready to run to the door and say, I don't have any use for your dollars anymore.
Okay.
Timothy Geithner made a
U.S.
dollar, which is actually worth maybe it's time for the U.S.
What
dollar
about these National Guards? I'm saying, is this being set up by design, like that bomb possibly going off on 95th Street today, and crime and drugs in the community to bring the National Guards in and say people had a mind, say, oh, we need their protection.
Well, I mean, you know, anytime you want to, I think, displace the people, you have to paint the picture that they're worthless. I mean, you know, they're painting this picture that these young people are crazy. I mean, if you notice, they're getting people every day something crazy is happening, and these young brothers and young sisters are popping ecstasy pills and smoking blunts and drinking 40 ounces, and they call that a session now.
Yes, sir.
And so they're doing that daily. And so when they pop these ecstasy pills, they don't care about shooting and killing nobody. And so we need to deal with the aspects, I believe. I mean, I have 75 young people work for me, 46 of their mothers are in the penitentiary. And so I'm not talking about daddies, I'm talking about mothers. The number one crime that black women are committing is criminal sexual offense. Okay. Black women are committing sexual crimes that they're going to jail for, whether it's same sex, a child, or whatever. But criminal sexual offense is the number one crime that black women are being locked up for. Okay. And so with all of these things that are happening, grandparents and guardians that don't have the capacity to deal with this. And so, and the grandparents are scared to come out the house. So this picture is being painted that, you know, these people are crazy. So everybody is hollering, what are we gonna do? Let's bring the National Guard in and let's kill them. I mean, so, you know, Angela Davis said it best. If they come for me in the morning, they coming for you in the evening.
Power to the people.
As they once said, Brother Davis, that they had a situation where what you just said, the guy came to town to build a scaffold to hang folks, and no one would help him. But finally, he got it built, and he started going door to door, and he'd bring them out and hang them. And they would be screaming and asking for help, and no one would help them. They said, "This doesn't have anything to do with me."
Right.
Finally, he got to the last person in town, and he was talking about somebody help me, and there was no one to help him.
Yes.
Because if they had have all banded together, as our people should be doing, all right? Because I was a student of Saul Alinsky. And being a student of Saul Alinsky, I see the government has garnered some of his methods. Let me explain what I mean.
Yes, sir.
If there's not a problem, Saul Alinsky say manufacture one.
Okay.
The shock doctrine
Right,
with the new capitalism that
Right.
creates disasters now.
right, exactly. And that's where they're taking Saul Alinsky's philosophy and reversing it and using it against the people who normally use it to organize against them.
In Rwanda right now, they're grabbing up all the young people
Yes,
and
sir.
putting them in concentration camps. But they're telling them they're going to give them a trade, teach them how to read, do this. But just thousands of young men are being gathered up in Rwanda right now.
Yes, sir.
Front page of the New York Times this morning. Thousands of black young boys, and they're saying, if they see them on the street, they're putting them on this island. Google that up.
Yes.
Yes, the front page of the New York Times today.
But they're gonna do that too. And then I'm gonna get back to you.
Yes, sir.
Let me just say that, because they have what's known as R84 camps here in this country.
Yes, sir.
And the R84 camps also have something else. They have furnaces that burn at a temperature of 5,000 degrees, which if you put you or I in there,
There's ashes.
we would be ashes
Yes,
shortly thereafter.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's the purpose of having these camps all across the country? Except that they're trying to create and bring in the military.
Right.
Soldiers are trained not to arrest folks. Soldiers are trained to kill.
Right.
Am I? Yeah. Now,
Yes, sir.
do you believe that that's that?
I mean, right now, I believe that this shock doctrine that this new capitalism disaster thing that they're doing, this thing called HARP, where they can get up on the island and do what they did in Haiti.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
they do it in Chile, and notice that now that
Is mind control a part of that?
in New Orleans, brother,
Yes,
with
sir.
Katrina, the public school system has been wiped out. They have what you call parochial schools, and who was down there in New Orleans? Paul Vallis. Well, who's in Haiti right now? Paul Vallis. And so this University of Chicago, Milton Friedman said, if we don't create a disaster, if there's a natural disaster, then we give them our plan. And so this Milton Friedman thing is in New Orleans, it's in Haiti now, and it came right out of the University of Chicago right here, this charter school piece.
Yes, sir. And you know what? I don't know if you're privileged to talk about this. You know what? There's a gentleman on WVON in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can get this station over the internet,
Yes, sir.
radio. He has said unkindly things about you, and you are involved in a lawsuit with, I think, Clear Channel,
Yes, sir.
Melody Span, and Reverend Mr. Charles Butler. What has he said to provoke
Well,
such a lawsuit? Is it warranted?
basically,